Hello everyone. In this use case of corporate sharing, we are going to demonstrate how the corporate sharing or company sharing is achieved. We will demonstrate discount sharing, profile sharing, and charge sharing by a company to his employees. As a scenario of discount sharing, we will see that company would like to provide 4,500 minutes free as a discount to all his employees having voice services. Once this limit is reached, individual employee will be responsible for paying the bill. In the profile sharing scenario, we will show that company provides free calls within a closed group of employees with VoIP services. And in the chart sharing, we would show that how the company will be responsible for paying 100% of broadband bills for his employees. So now coming to demo, we will see one by one discount sharing demo, profile sharing and charge sharing demo. So we have created an account hierarchy where Capgemini France is the company and has two employees, employee 1 and employee 2. So we have created Capg France an account with the Capg France employee 1 and employee 2 as his child accounts, which we can see in the account hierarchy. So in the org hierarchy chart, we can see that Capg France is a parent and Capg France employee 1 and employee 2 are the child account who will be sharing these discounts or will be participating in these sharings. For before creating the sharing demo, showing the sharing demo, we have to create these services as an assets for the company as well as for the employees. Because before sharing the discount or the company purchasing the discount, they should themselves purchase these services and then the discount can be applied on these services. So if you see, Capgemini France already has voice, VoIP service and broadband services, and similarly if you see for employee 1 and employee 2, those also have these particular services. So for Capgemini employee 1 also we see voice and VoIP services. So now since these accounts have these services, now Capg France will purchase a promotion plan and the rewards will be shared by these employees on their services. So first of all, we will see the discount sharing. For that we have created an order in which the Capg France orders a promotion plan of 4,500 minutes where 4,500 are the shared minutes and PG fee. These will be owned by Capgemini France, but the reward will be shared by his members. So we have a CME voice shared member. If the person who will be associated to this particular line item will be sharing the reward. Now since the Capgemini company has two employees, employee 1 and employee 2, he need to have two share member items where he can associate these two employees. So for that we need to go to promotion group details and see the promotion definition. In the promotion definition, we see that CME voice share member has a max of 5. So we can add up to 5 maximum members to this voice share member. Since in the promotion plan we see only one, but we want to add employee 1 and employee 2. So we need to go and add this voice share member in our promotion. So already one we have and one more quantity we will add for this CME voice share member. Now here we see we have the exclamation marks for this because till now we have not associated any employee or any account to these members. So for CME voice share owner, we need to associate the Capg France voice services to this line item. Now similarly for the voice share member 1, we need to associate the assets of Capgemini employee 1. So we go and search for employee 1. and we see we get the CME voice services for the employee 1. So we go and associate these voice service asset to voice share member 1. For the voice share member 2, we need to associate the voice services of employee 2 to this plan. So we get the assets for voice services for employee 2 and associate it. So now we see there are no exclamation marks and all the services has been associated to share member and the share owner. Now we go back to line details and see that the service account for the CME voice share member will be say Capgemini France employee 1 and employee 2, while for the owner will be Capgemini France and PG fee will be owned by Capgemini France of $10. So now we need to go and submit this order, and before that we will just see the due dates are proper. So now we go and submit this order and we will wait till the order gets completed. We can see different fulfillment statuses over here. So these line items have completed and the order also got completed. Now in the BRM customer center we can go and see that this discount sharing has been created for the accounts. If we search for the Fran accounts, we have 3 accounts along with the employees. So if we see for the main account organization CG France in sharing, we see discount sharing group has been created, where the group name is corporate discount and it has 2 members, employee 1 and employee 2, and it is also telling that the discount is given for 4,500 shared minutes. If we go for employee 1 and see in the sharing, discount sharing, he will be marked as the member of this sharing group. So we can see here that he is a member of this sharing group with the corporate discount. So like this we complete the demo for the discount sharing. Now if we would like to show the profile sharing. In the profile sharing thing, we need to see that how free calls are provided within a CUG, where CUG is a list of numbers that will be synced to BRM, and in those list of numbers the calls within the VoIP services will be free. So we need to create an order for the organization. Already we have created one order. So in this order we see that we have a friends and family plan which is used for the VoIP services to be having a free calls within the closed group. So again in this we have friends and family reward which will be shared by the member as well as the owner. Again we have here only one member, so we need to go into the promotion group details and add one more CME voice share member so that both the employees, employee 1 and employee 2, can be provided to share this discount. So since the maximum is of 5 for the profile share member, we need to go and add one more quantity so that one more employee 2 can share this plan. So as we have added now these two plans, we need to associate the assets of the owner as well as the member. For the CME profile share owner, we need to associate the VoIP services of Capgemini France. For the CME profile share member, we need to associate the VoIP services of employee 1 and employee 2 in respectively. So we go and search for the employee 1 services. And we see he also has the VoIP services which will be associated to this CME profile share member. And for the other CME profile share member, we need to associate the VoIP services of employee 2. So now here the VoIP services of employee 2 will be associated to profile share member. Once this association is done, we can submit the order and see that the profile sharing group is created in BRM. So before submitting, we can cross check the due dates so that it gets fulfilled immediately. Now when we submit this order, we can see the different fulfillment statuses and the order getting completed. So we see the fulfill billing is completed and the order is also completed. So we can go to BRM and refresh the accounts. Once the account is refreshed for the Capgemini company, we see that a profile sharing group will get created with the name corporate profile and for the VoIP services, and we can see the members of this group profile sharing group will be employee 1 and employee 2. So like this we see that how a profile sharing group is created. But this profile sharing group created will allow the free calls within a CUG. So we need to create a CUG. We need to add numbers in the CUG among which the free calls will be allowed. So for that we need to go to the account of Capgemini France. And in the profile we need to go and create. We can see there is a CUG profile created and we need to add the numbers which will be added to this CUG or group so that the VoIP calls will be free within these numbers. That is called special rating profile. So here we see that for this France CUG, here we can go and add a number. Sorry. We will go and add one number. And then synchronize. With synchronize, we are sending this number details to BRM that in the CUG we have added this number, and then we can add few more numbers, and those there will be a free calling between those two numbers. as it is getting synchronized. We see the last sync date is showing as 19 then. So this number now we can go and see in BRM. So for this organization, in case of promotion, when we go and see that a special rating CUG is created with this number 99019122424. Now if we want to add any other number, we can just go and add one more number. And again synchronize. And here if we refresh the account, we see the two numbers are added in this CUG. So like this, the details have been passed to BRM that whenever there is a VoIP call between these two numbers, it should not be charged. So like this, profile sharing is done within a company. Finally, showing the discharge sharing, we need to go and create an order for the company account where company will be responsible for paying 100% of the broadband bills of his employee, of his designated employee. Means it's not for all employees, maybe he wants to pay for few employees. So we go and create one order. In this we have again a plan called CME broadband charge sharing, where we have a member and the owner. In this, the broadband 100% sponsored reward tells that the member, whoever will be associated to this plan, for him all the 100% charges will be bared by the owner. So now in this case, we are going to provide this facility only for the employee one. So we need not to go and add any more share member, but we need to associate the employee one to the broadband share member and the Capgemini France to the owner. So now we see that for the share owner, for the Capgemini France, broadband service will be associated to the promotion, while for the same broadband share member we need to go and query for the employee one broadband services, so that he can be associated to this plan, and his broadband services will be 100% paid by the owner, that is Capgemini France. Not 2, it should be 1. So here we see that these are the broadband services for the employee one, which will be associated to the broadband shared member. Now once this association has been done, we can go and submit the order and see that a charge sharing group will be created in BRM. When we go and submit the order, we need to check the fulfillment status. Once this line items and order gets completed, so the order got completed, and now we go and BRM and again refresh for this Capgemini account and see that a charge sharing group is created. So we go to sharing and see a charge sharing group has been created uh, for CME Broadband 100% sponsored, and in this case we have only one member in this group, that is for the employee one. So they can go and add any more members needed, but just by creating a modify order and adding few more shared member services and adding new members to the this plan to share their broadband services with the with the employees. So like this, we in our demo we have shown how the corporate or a company achieves the different sharing plans for its employees to give benefits to employees in scenarios like where they want to have some charge sharing, discount sharing, or profile sharing. That's all in this demo. Thank you.